So right now what I'm going to explain to you is what makes wrestling probably one of the toughest combat sports out there, and some people say the original martial art with a 4,000 year track record, right? From ancient Egypt or Greece or what have you. So weight cutting, from a sporting perspective, you're going to really learn about your body in wrestling as you try to figure out where your ideal weight is. So if you're transitioning into a sport like MMA, you already have an advantage there by understanding weight cutting. Superhuman conditioning. Now, I sat on many workouts when my son was doing high school wrestling. Now, mind you, these are high school kids, but particularly the guys that are in the slightly higher weight divisions, 140, 150, 160, 180, even the 200-pound high schoolers. But if you ever watch these guys, they're like freight trains. As a matter of fact, I was actually frightened sitting in the bleachers watching these guys work out. Very impressive to watch. Superhuman conditioning, strength, flexibility, explosiveness, endurance. These are things that make a wrestler very strong. Tons of drilling, mat time, and technique practice with equally skilled teammates. Now, there's a debate about just doing drills and then concepts and so forth, but you know what? You do it all. You learn the concepts, you drill the shit out of them, right? You combine, and then you get tremendous amount of mat time. Now here's the key: equally skilled teammates. So you're constantly testing yourself and your ability against somebody who's as good, if not better than you. And if you're better than everybody at your weight, you're going to get thrown into the next weight class so that you can get your ass kicked under those circumstances. And here's a very fascinating aspect to it. These guys do 10 to 50 matches every year. Now, you've heard about how, for example, Mayweather, he considers himself the greatest boxer ever with 50 wins. Let me explain something. There are high school kids and college athletes that are doing 50 plus matches, some of them even more if you're doing outside tournaments outside of the traditional matches for your school's division. These guys are doing 50, 60 matches every year, some of them since they were kids. I didn't even fight that many times. And these are not workouts. These are actual matches, competition with referees. The night before, you're getting nervous, getting ready. You're in an environment with a crowd. That builds some tremendous level of confidence, and your ability to take what you're learning on the mat and being able to put it under real time so you don't panic and you learn how to relax and breathe and implement your technique. So there's no one that can tell me that wrestling isn't an effective martial art or the way that they train. As you can see here from these before and after pics of my son's freshman and sophomore year, wrestling training is just completely transformational. The goal, as you can see here, a lot of infighting, clinching. There we saw a snap down and spin around into a cradle, and then fighting for position. So the base and understanding balance and explosiveness in wrestling, obviously the lack of submissions here creates a situation where you're really trying to understand positioning. You can't fight off your back, so bridging and things like that are very critical. Here you saw another snap down, kind of came around with a single, scored 2 points. Now he's doing some back control fighting. The key here really is to move quickly so that there's no stalling. Here you kind of saw a leg assisted turnover and then chest to chest side control. He's slowly trying to work the left hand out to flatten the shoulders to the